Hey guys, what's up? This is Dingocrikey, and I'm going to be doing another commentary video, this time on Wave 1 of the Transformers 4 Age of Extinction line, and how it compares to the first wave for the three other movie lines. So basically I'm going to be looking at Wave 1 of each of the three movies' toy lines, and comparing them to Age of Extinction's Wave 1 figures to see how they really line up. I did a video previously just talking about Wave 1 of the Age of Extinction line, and my thoughts were overall positive, but usually in the past it seems like the first wave is pretty strong, as that's how they want to open the line. So I'm just going to compare them, see if Age of the Extinction looks better, if it looks worse, and all that. Okay, so first up we have Wave 1 of the 2007 movies toy line, which as far as deluxe class opened up with Jazz, Barricade, the classic Camaro Bumblebee, Brawl, Scorponok, and Wreckage. And overall it was a pretty good first wave. But a lot of the figures did just have certain quirks about them and that kind of thing that, at least for me, I really wasn't a big fan of. Taking a look at Jazz, I mean, his gun was pretty cool, his overall design was okay, but he had those really weird arms, his shield was kind of ridiculous, whatever they're going for there. I mean, he had a nice car mode, but, I mean, personally, I think it was pretty cool, but he did have some problems. Barricade, yeah, he was an okay figure, but he had some weird things with his legs, his arms had limited articulation. He had a sweet car mode, though. Overall he was pretty good. Bumblebee Classic Camaro, he was okay figure. Deluxe Class Brawl, he was pretty cool. The back had some problems, a little bit of a dull color scheme, but still he's pretty cool. And Scorponok, well, to be honest, he wasn't all that great. I mean, his Scorpion mode's pretty cool, but his robot mode literally looks like it was thrown together just to give us a robot mode. Yeah, good alternate mode, horrible robot mode. And then Wreckage, yeah, he was pretty good. Probably the best out of the deluxes for the first wave. So overall, I think Age of Extinction's deluxe classes can certainly surpass the deluxes for movie 1. So far, what we've seen of the deluxe classes in the first wave of the Age of Extinction line, they're more colorful, they look like they have more personality, more articulation, that kind of thing. Whereas the first wave of the movie 2007 line, it wasn't bad, but it was just like they were kind of getting started with this movie look. You had a lot of weird things going on with the Transformers. Personally, for me, some of the color schemes were a little bland. I mean, they were just okay. They were pretty good, but they were okay. I think the Wave 1 for Age of Extinction definitely has chances of surpassing that. Okay, next up we have Revenge of the Fallen. Technically, Bumblebee and Soundwave were the only figures in Wave 1, but I'm going to include Wave 1 and Wave 2 as the first wave, just because it makes it more interesting. Okay, so first up we have Breakaway. I actually liked this figure a lot. I know some people had problems with it, but I thought he had a nice color scheme. Outside of the fact he had no head articulation, he was like great in robot mode, had a really cool weapon. His jet mode was awesome too. So, I mean, I thought he was a good figure. Okay, then there's Bumblebee. Other than the head change, it was basically the same thing as the 2008 Camaro released in the 2007 movie line. Now that might take away a little bit from the figure, but overall it was a good figure. And Rampage, I really like this figure, but he has a lot going against him. He has an awesome vehicle mode, but robot mode is a little rough. Okay, then Sideswipe. Outside of the legs, he was a great figure. Transformation was pretty cool. Car mode was awesome. Sideways, yeah, he was really cool too. Just basically the feet were the big problem with him, but everything else was pretty good. Maybe could have used a few more paint apps. His transformation was kind of a pain in the neck and not very fun. Car mode was awesome though. Then Soundwave. I mean, he was an okay figure. Pretty cool color scheme, robot mode, it was okay. The vehicle modes were really bad, but he was an okay figure. So I definitely think Wave 1 of the Revenge of the Fallen line was better than that of the first movie's line. But I still think there's a really good chance Age of Extinction's figures would be better than it, because Revenge of the Fallen, while it was a really good line, it was a very quirky line. You know, you had a lot of weird things going on. Outside of that, I think Revenge of the Fallen's was really good, and I think Age of Extinction seems good, so I'd say there's about a 50-50 chance on which one is better. Okay, then we have the first wave of deluxes for the Dark of the Moon line. Now, I didn't buy a lot of these at the time. I was just doing other things, maybe buying other figures from previous lines. So I'm just kind of going off of looks. I've seen reviews, lots of pictures, those kind of things, but I bought a few of them. Anyways, to start off, we have Ratchet. You know, he was pretty cool. He looked a good figure overall. Not too much wrong to say there. Skids, definitely weaker than the Revenge of the Fallen skids. Not too much of an improvement. The Bumblebee, pretty cool. Crankcase, he was a nice figure overall. It was nice how they incorporated the pinchers into his vehicle mode. Robot mode had great articulation. The chopped off finger was kind of bad, but everything else was good with that figure. It's very creative design, just really cool. Roadbuster, nothing really wrong there. He was a cool figure. A lot of articulation, good vehicle mode. And then Starscream. He had that haphazard weapon and just... yeah, should have stayed a Voyager. Yeah, he wasn't horrible, but not that great. So Dark of the Moon's first wave had some weak points, but it was really good overall. I would say the same thing. There's about a 50-50 chance of Age of Extinction's first wave being better than it. Yeah, I mean, both have the advantage that they don't seem to have all the quirks that the first two films lines had. They just started going with a more conservative approach to the Transformers designs, and that was probably for the best. So overall, in comparison to the three other movie lines, I think Age of Extinction looks like it's going to open very strong. I plan to do an updated version of this video once I've bought the first wave of deluxes. But right now it looks really good. I mean, I don't think there's too much wrong with them, at least from the pictures we've seen. Now, it is a smaller amount of figures, but I do think quality definitely outweighs quantity in the end. And hopefully we'll get that with this new line. Anyways, that's my thoughts on it. You guys can leave what you think in the comment section. Tell me what you might have thought was the best first wave for one of the movie lines. Whether you think Age of Extinction figures look any good at all, and if you have more questions about this or just want to hear more commentary on the Age of Extinction line, you can check out some of my other commentary videos, which cover a broad variety of topics, and I plan to be uploading more soon. Also, remember to check out my stop motions. Next Wednesday, I'm going to be uploading a new stop motion video, so stick around for that. Check out my older ones, along with my commentary videos, and see you later, guys. Have a good one.